Welcome. My name's Andrea, and welcome to this beginner yoga class every Sunday, 10 a.m. Mountain Time. So, welcome. I hope you had a good Halloween last night. Feel free to say hi in the chat. I'll do the same here. And we'll get started at the top of the hour. So, we're a few minutes early. You can get set up, get situated, get comfortable. And I'll go through what to expect for today's class as we get a little bit closer to the top of the hour. Again, if you're just joining in, feel free to say hi. We have a few minutes before we get started. So I thought as we kind of wait for the top of the hour, I have a few funny jokes, silly riddles that I can share. And if you have some to share, you can type that in the chat as well. So here, I'll put it in the chat too. And if you're listening to the recording, you can get a little kick out of these too. So a little silly joke goes, you heard of the rumor going around about the butter? Never mind, I shouldn't spread it. so the silly joke goes, you heard the rumor about the butter? Never mind, I shouldn't spread it. So there's a silly joke to get you started this morning. Let me see if I can get a little riddle too. And then we'll go over what to expect for today. So let's see. I have let's see if I have a good one. I have a whole list of these, so here, I like this one. Okay. So I'll type it in the chat and you can think about that as this one as we get ready. So it goes, I'm the only thing where today comes before yesterday. So when am I? So I'm the only thing where today comes before yesterday. Take a moment to think about that one. Hi, Ehab. So let me. Oh, I can't spell today. Okay. I'll say it one more time now. I'll give you the answer and we'll get started. So it goes, the only thing where today comes before yesterday. So when am I? It's more academic related. I can give you a little hint. You may use it online nowadays. It's not as common to see the book version. Again, so it's the only thing where today comes before yesterday. I'm trying to give you some clues. Okay, I'll give you the answer. So the answer is a dictionary. So there we go. I'm a thing where today comes before yesterday. So when am I? A dictionary. So there you go. We shared a few labs. You got your brain going, and we'll get started. So let me hop back to the mat. And today we're going to start seated on the mat. So we'll do some seated warm-ups and gentle movements, get our bodies warmed up. And then we'll transition to a bit more active movement. We're going to do more with the legs today. We'll do a standing lunge pose, and we'll also try out warrior 2. And then we'll start to kind of wind it down, and we'll have to do a time check to see how much time we have. And we'll stretch out our hips as well. And then slow it down. We'll end laying on the mat. We'll finish with about a 10 to 15 minute guided meditation. So if you want to get a little blanket next to you, if it's chilly where you are, you can have that ready. And as always, as we do these movements, adjust any of these to suit your needs. I can offer some modifications or suggestions as we go, but at the end of the day, you know your body best and you can make that call. So with that, let's get started. Let's come to sit on the mat or wherever you're practicing today. So take a moment and make yourself comfortable. You can soften your legs onto the mat. Just take a moment just to look around where you're practicing today. You take in some colors or shapes. And begin to bring your attention to your body and noticing how it touches the floor. So noticing those points of contact with the ground underneath you. Perhaps feeling your feet as they rest on the floor. Feeling those parts of your legs and hips that are making contact with the ground. And take a moment to feel that contact with the floor. Even imagining yourself getting a little heavier on the ground. And next, you can start to bring your attention to how you're feeling today, how your body's doing today. And you noticing places that might feel a little bit more tense or tight. Maybe you have tight shoulders today, or your quads are sore. And then shift your attention to places that feel a little bit easier, maybe even lighter. And maybe your chest feels loose today, or your calves or your feet. Just taking a moment to feel those parts of your body that feel easier, lighter. Let's go back then to feeling where you might feel a little bit tight today or tense. Maybe it's your jaw, your cheeks. And then shift that attention to a place that feels a little easier and looser. Maybe you're noticing your shoulders relaxing as we talk and sit on the mat. And then take a moment to notice yourself breathing. So just noticing the physical sensations that go along with your breath. Feeling that gentle flow of air as you inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. So you can find a nice, easy rhythm to your breathing. If it helps, you can imagine your breath as an ocean wave, cresting and falling. You can hear those sounds ebbing and flowing. As you inhale and exhale. Now take a moment, just look around the space you're in. You start to gently move your body, getting ready to do our movement warm-ups, get our bodies warmed up. We'll begin by extending the arms up towards the ceiling and back down. And as we do these movements, see if you can keep your legs and lower body relaxed. Don't collapse on the floor. We still want to maintain that our posture. Just going to move our arms up and down. So relax your arms by your side. And as you inhale, you need to extend those arms up towards the ceiling. And exhale down towards the floor. Inhale, reach those arms up. And exhale back down. One more time. Inhale, reach those arms up. And exhale, lowering the arms. You can give them a little shake up the shoulders. So let's just touch base on our movement directions for today. So we've mentioned up towards the ceiling and down towards the floor. And then I'm going to refer to this side as the plant side. We have this side as the door side. And we have towards the screen and then towards the back wall. So with that, now we're going to lean side to side. So we're going to lean towards the plant side first. You're going to relax that plant side hand on the ground. Extend the other one by your side And as you inhale, begin to reach that arm up towards the ceiling. And exhale, reach towards the plant. Again, see if you can soften along the torso, the legs, softening the shoulders. And now let's head on over to the door side. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, lean towards the door. Softening the shoulders, softening along the waist and the legs. Now let's go back and forth one more time. Inhale, come to center. And exhale, lean towards the plant. Inhale, come to center. Exhale, lean towards the door. And inhale, come to center. Shake out those arms. Do a little turning motion next. So we're going to turn towards the plant first. So as you inhale, you can face forward. And as you exhale, begin to rotate the torso. You can use your hands here as leverage to kind of help you twist a little bit more. And as you do that, see if you can soften the shoulders. Maybe soften the legs and the feet. And let's head on over to the door side. Inhale, come to center. Exhale, rotate towards the door. Again, you can press those hands on the floor, on your thigh, and help you rotate through the rib cage and torso. And soften the shoulders. Let's go back and forth one more time. So inhale, come through center. And exhale, rotate towards the plant. Soften the shoulders. Softening the neck and the back of the head. So you can twist a little bit more, keeping that softness in the shoulders and the face. Now inhale, come through center. And exhale, rotating towards the door. Once again, see if you can use those hands to help you rotate a bit more. Softening the shoulders. Keep that chest open. And then softening through the back of the neck and the head. Keeping that breathing nice and easy. Now come back to forward. You can shake out those shoulders, those arms. Do one more seated stretch and we'll then change positions. So for this one, let's warm up the head and the neck. You can begin looking over one shoulder towards the door. And as you do that, notice if you start to tense the shoulders or the chest, so you can soften the chest and keep the shoulders relaxed. Maybe it may help to imagine that neck being nice and long. And then taking your time, you can begin to look towards the plant side. And keep those shoulders in mind. Keep them soft. Keep your face soft as well. And now you can lower the chin down towards the floor. Begin to feel that stretch along the back of the neck. Maybe even all along towards that shoulder. And as you're ready, taking your time, head on over to the door side. Keep relaxing the shoulders. Maybe go back and forth a few more times. These like semicircles. You can nod the head no. Just gently moving the head and the neck. And as you're ready, come to face forward. You can look around where you're practicing. And we're going to shift positions and get a little bit more active. So we're going to come to all fours. You can place your hands and lower legs on the floor. Begin by extending a leg behind you. Give it a little shake. Warm up through the legs and the feet. Even stretch the side here by kind of turning the hips towards the screen or the back wall. And then you can warm up the hands and the upper body. You can start by kind of shifting your weight around your hands, maybe one side and the other. You go forward and back. Let's warm up those hands a little bit more. you can shift your weight over to the left hand and you can flex through the right palm. You can warm up those right fingers. Then switch sides. So place your weight on your right hand and flex through those left fingers now. Let's go back to the legs for a moment. You can extend the right foot back, place the right toes on the mat, and begin to press the heel towards the door. And warming up more through the foot, the lower legs. You can keep pressing the heel back if you'd like. And then to switch sides, place the right knee on the mat, extend the left foot back, placing the left toes on the mat. And then see again if you can press that left heel towards the door. Stretching out through the leg, the foot. And now place the left knee on the mat. You can shake out the body a little bit. We're going to do some spine movements next. So get set up in all fours. And as you're ready, begin to look forward towards the plant. Inhale. And as you exhale, press through the hands. Press it back up towards the ceiling. And relax your head and neck. So you're still pressing through the hands here. Pressing the back up. And then soften the head and the neck. You can turn the chin from one shoulder to the other if you like. Let's go back and forth with this movement, timing it with the breath and our breathing. So as you inhale, look forward towards the plant. Exhale, press through the hands. Press the back up, soften the head and the neck. Inhale, come to look forward towards the plant. Exhale, press through the hands, press the back up, soften the head and the neck. And then come to neutral. You can tuck the toes and sit up for a moment. Give your hands and arms a little break. You can even massage with the hands. You can rub those hands together, warm them up. We're going to warm up in downward facing dog next. We're going to come back to all fours. So place your hands on the floor. Find all four position for you. We're going to tuck the toes on the mat this time so we can press through the toes to lift the hips up and back. So as you're ready, inhale, look forward towards the plant. And as you exhale, press through the hands, press through the feet, extend the hips up and back towards the door. And again, find your downward facing dog. Find a good distance between your hands and your feet. It's okay if your heels don't touch the ground. You can begin by bending one knee and the other, and warming up through the legs and the feet. Go back and forth a few times. You can also bring your attention to your hands and your upper body by pushing through your hands, maybe shifting your hips a little bit further back towards the door. Now let's warm up the legs a little bit more. So shift your weight over to your right foot, bending the left knee. You can stay like this. And if you like, you can pick up the left foot, kind of start to dangle it behind you. We're going to extend that left foot up and down. So as you inhale, extend that left foot up towards the ceiling. And exhale, lowering that leg back down. One more. Inhale, reach that left foot up. And exhale, lower. You can place the left foot on the mat. Bend the right knee. Switch sides. So we have our weight on our left foot. And you can skip that leg up and down if you like. If you want to do it on this side, pick up the right foot. Dangle it behind you. Now as you inhale, extend the right leg up. And exhale down. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale down, placing that right foot on the mat. Take a moment to lower the knees on the mat. Come up to sitting. We're going to get off those arms for a moment. And we're going to come into a standing lunge next. So a little bit more active movements. So let's go back to all fours. You can relax those toes on the mat. And now bring the left foot forward between the hands. And then tuck the right toes back and pick up the right knee off the mat. So adjust your stance here. You can also test your balance by picking up your hands from the mat. We're going to come to standing. So find a position where you feel nice and solid and stable. And then as you're ready, start to bring the torso up. So it's facing the plant. So we have the hips pointing forward. And then as you're ready, you can extend those arms up towards the ceiling. Relax the shoulders. And then we're going to move the arms up and swing them back down and back. So we're going to do that movement. So as you inhale, look forward towards the plant. Then exhale, lower the arms down towards the ground and back towards the door. Inhale, swing those arms forward and up. Exhale, lower the arms down and back. One more. Inhale, arms forward and up. And exhale, arms down and back. And now bring both hands to the mat. Lower that right knee on the mat. Relax that right foot. We're going to come into lizard pose. So I want you to walk the right foot back and bring both hands on the inside of the mat. Now you can walk the left foot out towards the back wall, maybe even off the mat if you'd like. And begin to stretch that inner thigh, the hip flexors. You can shift your weight around your hips or your legs. You can stay with your hands on the mat, or you can also lower down onto your forearms, whatever feels comfortable. And see if you can relax that upper body a little bit. And keep stretching here. You can shift your weight around or just stay in one position. And then bring both hands to the mat. So we're going to come back to all fours. Find all fours. You can give your legs a little shake. And then we're going to come to a child pose. So bring those knees wide, maybe as wide as the mat. And in the back, you can have your toes touching. And begin to lower your hips either down towards your heels, or you can extend the hips up towards the ceiling. Either way. And just take a moment to rest the upper body. You can shake out the hips if you'd like. I'm going to stretch the upper back here. So when you're ready, extend those arms towards the plant. And then lower your forehead onto the mat. Keeping your gaze towards the floor or even back towards your toes a little bit. So you can walk those hands a little bit further closer to the plant and readjust the neck and the head. So you're gazing towards the ground or your belly button. And now we're going to do a little movement to help stretch the upper back. So bring your attention to your hands and your forearms. Begin to press those hands and your forearms onto the mat, lifting the upper body off the ground. Still going to keep that gaze towards the ground or even towards your toes. Inhale and exhale, lower the forehead to the mat, softening the arms. You can even give yourself a little shake here. Do that 2 more times. So press the hands and the forearms onto the mat. Keep pressing onto the floor as you lift the upper body. Keep your gaze towards the ground, maybe even gazing towards your toes. Inhale and exhale, lower, soften. Press your hands and your forearms into the mat. Lift the upper back, upper body. Check with your head and your neck. Maybe gaze towards your toes. Inhale and exhale, lower. You can bend the elbows. Take a moment to just rest. Check in with your breath and your breathing. Keeping that breath nice and easy. And then use your hands. You're going to come and sit up for a moment. I don't want to get dizzy, so you take a moment, look around, shake up the shoulders. And we're going to do that same movement on the other side. So let's go back to all fours. Placing your hands and lower legs on the mat. So this time we're going to bring the right foot forward between the hands. And then tuck the left toes on the mat. Lift that left knee off the ground. And here, adjust your stance. You can test your balance by lifting your hands off the floor. Find a position where you feel stable and strong. And then when you find that, then bring up the torso, facing the torso towards the mat. Towards the plant there. As you're ready, lift those arms towards the ceiling. Now we're going to lower the arms down and back towards the door. So let's try this. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, lower the arms down and back towards the door. Inhale, bring those arms forward and up. Exhale, lowering the torso even. Arms down, back. Inhale, arms forward and up. Exhale, lowering the arms down and back. Now bring both hands onto the mat. Begin to bend that left knee. And then relax the left foot. We're going to come to lizard pose on this side. So walk that back foot back. Bring both hands to the inside of the mat. Walk that right foot out to the side, maybe even off the mat. And you can start to kind of move around here, shifting your weight. You can maybe feel this in your hip flexors or inner thighs. And you can stay with your hands on the mat, or you can rest your forearms on the ground. Take a moment, just finding what feels good to you today. See if you can soften the upper body, softening the neck, the head, softening the face. Now bring both hands to the mat. We're going to come back to all fours. So swing that leg back. Give your legs a little shake. And now we're going to come to child pose for another stretch. So you can bring those knees wide. You can have the toes touching in the back. And begin to lean the hips back. We're going to stretch along the sides. So with that back hand, you can swing it forward towards the screen and then bend the other one and press that hand onto the floor. So keep your adjusting here so you're kind of reaching forward and towards the screen with that bottom hand. And then this hand you can press through the floor to help you turn the torso a little bit more. So we're kind of doing a little twist here. And then relax your head. You can relax it on your arm or the floor. And you can you can readjust this by kind of walking that hand forward and to the side. Keep relaxing that upper back, the head and the neck. You can use that hand that's on the ground to help you rotate. And keep checking in. Relaxing and softening the jaw and the face. Let's stretch on the other side so you can relax both arms and take your time walking the hands over towards the back wall. Again, that back arm's going to come forward and then you can creep it over towards the back wall. Use that other hand to press on the floor, the elbows bent, and to help you turn that torso towards the back wall. And see if you can soften the head and the neck. Maybe allowing your head to rest on your arm or on the floor. You can keep readjusting here by walking that bottom hand forward and to the side. But keep checking in with your neck and your head. And keep that face soft. So softening the jaw, soften the cheeks, even softening the mouth and the chin. Checking in with your breathing, keeping that breath nice and easy. And relax your hands. We're going to Bring the hands forward. I'm going to sit up for a moment. You can look around. Again, kind of a reset. We don't want to get dizzy as we do these movements. So now we're going to come to Warrior 2. So it's going to be the most active part of the class. So let's come back to all fours. We're going to begin the same way. So bring that left foot forward between the hands. Tuck the right toes on the mat. Lift that right knee off the ground. And again, find a stable and strong position here with the legs. Bend that front knee. And then we're going to come up. So now we're going to shift into Warrior 2 by turning that back foot so the toes are facing the screen. And then your hips are facing the screen as well. So think of open hips to the side. So keep bending that front knee. So adjust your stance as you feel comfortable here. You can begin with your hands on your waist. Now settle your shoulders. And then if you like, you can extend both arms out. As you do that, check in with that upper body again. Soften the arms and the shoulders. And then begin to reach that forward hand forward towards the plant. Inhale. As you exhale, reach back towards the door. You can place those back hand on your thigh or tuck it in behind your back. And then lift that other arm up and over. Soften those shoulders. Soften the face. And then come back to Warrior 2. And we're going to lean forward towards the plant again. Inhale. As you exhale, you can rest the forearm on the front thigh and lift the other arm up and over towards the plant. Keep bending that front knee. Now it gets a little hard here. It's okay if your legs shake. And we're going to move that front knee. We're going to extend that front leg and bend it. So let's try that. So as you inhale, extend through that front leg and exhale, bend. Let's do one more. It might help to press through that front foot to extend the knee. Inhale and exhale, bend. We'll stay like this a couple breaths. Keep those shoulders soft. You got this. Inhale. And as you exhale, I'm going to bring both hands onto the mat. You can turn the back knee, rest the back knee onto the mat. Swing the left leg back to all fours. You can give your legs a little shake. Come up to sitting for a moment. Just catch your breath. Do the same thing on the other side. So let's get set up for that. Start back in all fours. Bring your right foot forward this time towards the plant. Tuck the left toes onto the mat. Lift the left knee. And take a moment to find a stable position for you here. And then lift up the torso so we're in this lunge position. Now to get to Warrior 2, we're going to spin that back heel onto the mat. Now the hips are going to face the back wall now. Keep bending through that front knee. Soften the shoulders. Again, readjust your stance so you feel like you can press through both feet on the mat. And now as you're ready, extend the arms out. And as you do that, soften the shoulders, even softening the face. Now begin to lean forward towards the plant. Inhale. As you exhale, lean back towards the door. Relax that back hand. Bring that other arm up and over towards the back wall. Soften the shoulders. Keep bending through that front knee. Inhale and exhale. Now come back to Warrior 2. Extend the arms out. And reach forward with that front hand. And then place the forearm on the right thigh. Exhale, bring that back arm up and over towards the plant. So extended side angle on this other side. Keep bending through that front knee. Now we're going to extend that front knee and bend it. So make sure you're pressing through that front foot. So let's get ready. Begin to press through that front foot. Inhale, extend that front knee. Exhale, bend. One more. Inhale, Press through that front knee, extend that leg. Inhale, exhale, bend. You got this. We'll stay here a few more breaths. Inhale and exhale. Bring both hands to the mat. Relax the back knee on the ground. Swing the right leg back. You can give it a little shake. And we're going to sit up. So for this next movement, we're going to stretch out the hips. I have two variations for you here. The first one will be pigeon pose. So I can demo that really quick. It's basically you bring one knee forward and relax the other leg on the mat. And you kind of lower and relax the upper body. Stretching out the hip. And sometimes this doesn't feel good on your body or your knee. So again, this would be the pigeon position. The other variation is to extend both legs out and then cross one foot over the one leg, and then you hug that knee tight to you, stretching out the sides and the hips. If you have a wall next to you, you can even relax your back to the wall so you can relax the upper body. So take a moment and think which one is going to work for you today. You can always change your mind as we go. I'll do pigeon for this side. So we're going to start with the left leg forward. So if you're sitting, you can cross the left leg over the right one. So we can start back in all fours and begin to bring that left knee forward between the hands. Begin to walk that right foot back towards the door. And as you do that, you adjust your position here so you can start to feel comfortable. You can begin to soften your upper body. Maybe relaxing your forearms on the ground. And if you can, see if you can find a way that you can rest your head. You can do that maybe by stacking your hands together and relaxing your forehead on your hands, or just allowing your head to be soft and heavy. You can take a moment and readjust as you need to. And then see if you can soften through the upper body. You're relaxing your head and your arms. Softening your hands. Softening your feet. And beginning to soften through the shoulders, the back, the sides. Softening around the hips, the upper legs, the lower legs, all the way to your feet. I'm checking in with the upper body, softening the shoulders, softening along the neck, the head, softening the forehead, the temples, the eyes, softening your cheeks, your jaw, your mouth, all the way to your chin. Checking in with your breath and your breathing. So you can find that easy flow as you inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. We'll stay like this for a little longer and then switch sides. As you're ready, you can place your hands on the ground and push your hands and your arms so you can lift the upper body. You can bring both legs forward in front of you. Maybe give your legs a little shake, a little massage. You can kind of rock the legs back and forth. And if we're doing the seated variation, you can do the same thing. And then to get up, set up for the other side. Again, the other variation now would be to cross that right foot over, and then you can hug the right leg towards you. Again, if you have a back wall, you can rest your back on the back wall and really chill in the position. But if you're going to do the pigeon, let's sit up for that one. Start on all fours and then bring that right knee forward between the hands and then walk that left foot back towards the door. So take a moment here. Maybe you can shift your weight from side to side a little bit. Take your time. Find a position where you rest for a few minutes. So again, take your time. See if you can start to relax the upper body. You can relax your head and your hands on the floor. Go ahead and do that. And to allow the body to settle on the mat, on the ground. Feeling yourself supported by the ground underneath you. Allowing your body to get heavier on the floor. Keeping your breath nice and easy. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. As you continue, just noticing your body and your breath. Begin to soften the back. Softening the upper back, the mid back, the lower back. Softening along the hips, the belly. Softening the upper legs, the knees, the lower legs, and the feet. Bringing your attention to your shoulders and softening all around your shoulders. Softening the upper arms, the elbows, the lower arms, and the hands. Bringing your attention to your neck and your head. On your head to get a little bit heavier and softer. Softening your forehead, the muscles around the eyes, the nose, the cheeks, the muscles around the mouth, the tongue, all the way to your chin. Allowing your body to rest a little bit more on the ground, supported by the ground underneath you. Get ready to transition out of this position. Begin by pressing the hands onto the mat, lifting up your torso, and you can swing both legs in front of you. Just take a moment to give your legs a little massage. You can even massage with the feet. Let's stretch the hands behind us, and we can stretch out the chest a little bit too. So you can bring your hands behind you. You can bend the knees so they're facing up towards the ceiling. And gently begin to allow the knees to go side to side. And stretching out along the chest and the shoulders. And now let's roll over to one side and we're going to come to rest on the mat. So you can extend that bottom hand all the way down and then roll onto your back. Resting your back on the floor. And bend both knees into your chest. Maybe shift your weight back and forth. And then we'll take a moment and extend both legs up towards the ceiling. You can flex and point through the feet. And just circle through the toes. And as you do that, keep softening that lower back and upper back on the mat. And then bend both knees into the chest. And we'll get ready for our guided meditation next. So before we do that, you can do any last stretches that you like. If you like to extend one leg up to the ceiling and down, just do any last movements or stretches that you like. And then as you get settled, you can find a position where you can rest for the next 10 minutes or so. If you like, you can keep the knees bent so they're pointed up towards the ceiling. You can walk the feet out and rest your legs on the ground. The same thing with your hands. Finding a spot where you can rest your arms, either having your hands on your body or resting your hands all the way to the floor. So pick whatever's comfortable for you today. If you have a blanket near you, you can cover yourself up with a blanket. You can even rest your head in a little pillow. So taking your time, allowing your body to settle on the mat. Allowing your body to get heavier on the floor, supported by the ground underneath you. Notice yourself breathing, feeling that gentle flow of air as you inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Next, we will do a body scan. So place your attention on the different parts of the body as you hear them named. Notice and listen, and nothing more. The practice begins on the right side. Place your attention on your right hand, right wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, right upper chest, right hip, right upper leg, right knee, lower leg, ankle, heel, arch of the foot, the whole foot. Now the left side. Place your attention on your left hand, left wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, left upper chest, left hip, left upper leg, left knee, lower leg, ankle, heel, arch of the foot, the whole foot. Now alternating sides. Right foot, left foot, right heel, left heel, right lower leg, left lower leg, right knee, left knee, right upper leg, left upper leg, right pelvis, left pelvis, right lower back, left lower back, right upper back, left upper back, right side of the back, left side of the back, the whole back, right side of the neck, left side of the neck, the whole neck, back of the head, top of the head, right ear, left ear, right cheek, left cheek, right jaw, left jaw, right temple, left temple, right eye, left eye, forehead, nose, chin, right side of the face, left side of the face, right side of the head, left side of the head, the whole head, base of the neck, right collarbone, left collarbone, right rib cage, left rib cage, right waist, left waist, upper abdomen, lower abdomen, right side of the torso, left side of the torso, the whole torso, whole right leg, whole left leg, both legs, whole right arm, whole left arm, both arms, whole right side of the body, whole left side of the body, the whole body. And throughout those good times and more challenging times of life, always remember that you are enough. You are enough. You are enough. Allow these words to settle inside of you. I am enough. I am enough. I am enough. If you like, repeat them to yourself 3 times. And as you're ready, begin to welcome yourself in the space you're in. Welcoming sounds, colors, feeling the air grazing your skin. If you like, begin to introduce some gentle movement to your body. Maybe wiggling fingers or toes. If you like, you can reach your arms over your head and stretch out long. So taking your time. If you like, you can bend your knees and roll on one side. Still resting on the ground, your body heavy on the floor. Noticing your breath and your breathing. A gentle flow of air as you inhale and exhale. Stay like this for as long as you like. You can press your hands on the floor, come up to sitting. I'm going to scoot closer so I can say hi to you in the chat. So as you sit, you can take a moment and look around you, noticing shapes, colors, objects. And thank you, Ehab. Thank you, Lily, for joining here today, and you out there listening. Keep up the good work. These classes are up on the website. They're up on the YouTube channel. So feel free to do them again and again. It does get a little easier. So I want to thank you for supporting us here. I hope this finds you well. You can always leave comments in the chat, or if you have requests, you can always type them in. I want to thank you for showing up today. Great job. Keep it up. And I'll see you next time. So same time every Sunday, 10 a.m. Mountain Time for a beginner yoga class. So take good care. I'll see you next time. I'll see you soon.